Fools will resign, wise players might make a draw, but only a true genius would be able to win from this position. You see, this position could be a pretty simple draw if white simply takes this pawn, and now after this check and this pawn push, both players will get a queen, and this game will be a draw. But playing with white is the king of skewers, and he has found an incredible idea that will allow him to win this position. The first move is a6, trying to promote on a8. Black has no way to prevent the promotion with the bishop, so instead it gives this check to avoid the knight seeing the bishop, and then it starts pushing this pawn. Now pushing would be a massive mistake. After we lose this knight, yes, we are both going to get a queen, but white is now down a pawn and a bishop. Trying to move the knight away doesn't help in any way. Black is going to get a queen and then win the knight with check, and we are actually completely losing. So the king of resigning smiles and thinks that he's finally going to win a game. The king of skewer picks up the knight and places it on e3, a majestic move. The sacrifice has to be accepted. If the king attacks the knight, now the knight is going to prevent the pawn promotion, and actually white is going to promote first and get a queen, winning the game. But so what? Black can just take this knight and be completely out of the woods. The pawn is still going to promote. What has this changed? White pushes and so does black. Both players get a new queen, but it is white that gets the first move and plays the very precise queen to g2 check, now placing this black king between a rock and a hard place. If the king goes to h4, this is pretty simple. After queen to h2 there is only one move available, and this walks directly into a skewer, losing the black queen. But what's really interesting is what happens after king to f4. White plays queen g5, and now of course king to f3 would still allow the skewer and lose the queen. So the king goes to e4. What's the big deal? Where is the win? White is just down a bishop and a pawn, but you see, this bishop has been lured to the worst possible square, and now white can play queen to f5 and forces the king to the d file. If only the king could go to e3, but it can't, and so after it moves, we're going to skewer the king again and pick up the queen, winning the game.